Hi guys. We have a thread going in the forum about hand exercises and things, and I describe some exercises I do on a toy football, and my friend T.G. Willem asked if I would make a video showing those exercises. Hey, more than happy to. Love to do it. People with average or better hands are not going to be impressed with what you're about to see, but it's just a little really quick background. That hand, that's my hand. It's not perfect. Look really close, you'll see a big scar running through there. In 2005, my hand surgeon wanted to amputate this hand. I compromised, or he compromised. I let him kill the little finger, and after surgery my hand was about like this for 5 years, and the little finger wouldn't move at all. It was dead and just locked up right there. And then I got the idea I'm going to play guitar. So I had to do some exercising, and I came up with a few things and worked at it a bit, and by golly, things started moving around some. Early in the thread, Tom mentioned the use of a strengthening device. He showed a different model. I think he showed a gripmaster, kind of similar to this one. This is the one that I use. It has 4 spring-loaded plungers on it, and you can adjust the tension on the springs. And what I was able to do with this is to balance the strength in the fingers and get some motion in the little one just by squeezing down on these plungers. As we all know, a non-musician would have a devil of a time pressing that ring finger plunger by itself. So this is what I use for strength. This particular model also has a couple of abrasive lines on there to simulate strings, so that if you can't be near your guitar, you can still abuse your fingertips to keep your calluses in shape, and it works pretty good for that too. I kind of like his thing. Willem asked about the football though. Football, I think I probably made most of the progress on my hand with the football, and I have shown my hand surgeon these exercises that I do and the devices that I'm using, and he absolutely loves it. It's a toy rubber football, just a plain toy. It's the same size as a football. Here in the United States, I guess we call them Nerf footballs. This is soft foam rubber. It squeezes pretty easy, pretty resilient. So I've been using this thing for months now, 10 months now. And what I do with this football, do a few things with it. I can do basically 3 things with the football. The first thing I did was I achieved a better spread between the fingers. I mean, you can do it a lot of different ways. You can do it yourself, just spreading your fingers apart. But I found the football to be a nice, safe way to kind of do that for me. I squeeze the football, soft foam rubber, squeeze the football, and jam it in between my fingers, wherever it's comfortable to do it, and let go of the foam. And it expands and puts a little load, a little pressure between the fingers and spreads them apart nice and gently. That's painless, and you can move that down the football and get as deep as you want to, as deep as you're comfortable with. I've never been able to cause myself pain with this method, and if you do get yourself to pain, you're doing it too hard. So no, this is not painful at all. So you just kind of like leave it in between the fingers in 30-40 seconds. So between all the adjacent fingers, just kind of stretches them out. Nothing big there, nothing super scientific. This was a big deal between these 2 fingers in the beginning, since that little finger wouldn't move. So that's a big improvement there. Another exercise I do on the football that I talked about is gaining some muscle control of the fingers. To improve on that, I laid my hand on the football and just spread the fingers one by one voluntarily. Spread it out much as I can, leave it there, move on to the next one. Of course, the ring finger is going to be the most difficult. And of course the ring finger is going to be the easiest one. Okay. That ain't bad for a dead finger. When I started, I wouldn't move at all. Some of us got here kind of old with kind of busted hands. Something else my hand wouldn't do is that this first joint was not flexible at all. The fingers would not bend at that joint at all. So to improve on that, again in a safe manner, I use this soft foam rubber, and I kind of just take my fingertips and plant them onto the football, and then push the football in so that the joints bend a little bit. Now this compressed rubber, just kind of just puts a little bit of load on your fingers, and just gently as much as the fingers can take, it loads against them to bend that joint. With this rubber, you probably wouldn't be able to push hard enough to really hurt yourself. So it's a nice, safe way to do this. You just kind of jam it in there and hold it. And I've achieved a lot more flexibility in that top joint. So I do this before I play because these are all stretching exercises on this football, and I want to stretch before I play. So every day before my practice session, I'm going to grab the football, and I'm just going to grab it. I'm going to do my stretches first to get everything loose in between the fingers. Then I'm going to go to these lateral exercises. Get everything loose and moving. And then I'm going to loosen my joints up. And again, I do that before I play. When I'm done playing, that's when I use the strengthening device, because when you work on muscle strengthening after you do those exercises, those muscles need rest to recover and build strength. So this is not an appropriate exercise before you play. This comes after you play. Best time to do this is actually just before you go to bed at night. But the football, I got a lot more mobility, more spread. It's good. I mean, it's all good. Cheap rubber football, $4, and that's it. That's how I play football with a guitar. Okay, thanks a lot, guys.